What is up, Window Film Nation? It's Eric at Rewired, and I am pumped to talk to you today about FilmFlow AI. FilmFlow is our CRM that we've tailored for our industry, specifically designed to help auto tint shops and flat glass dealers. It's infused with AI or an AI agent known as Sierra, who integrates with your FilmFlow CRM and can help you take calls even when you're not at the shop. So that way there's scheduled installs going onto your calendar 24/7 and you can just focus on making the revenues. Now, with that being said, I want to educate you guys a little bit first on AI because there's a lot of noise around it. And then what we'll do is we'll jump right into an actual process of prompting Sierra, how she inputs into the CRM, and how this is going to make your life easier. So, first and foremost, when we're talking AI, you're going to hear a lot of noise behind AI agents. And what Sierra is an AI agent or an agentic AI. Agentic is Agentic. So the beginning portion of that word is agent. So an agentic AI works with a generative AI, and combined, they solve an objective. So think of a generative AI as something that generates something. So if you're prompting ChatGPT and asking it for a response or an image, it's generating that response or image. Thus, it's generative. And I want you thinking generative as like the brain. So ChatGPT or OpenAI, that is the brain of Sierra. But that doesn't make her an agent. We combine the brain, the ChatGPT brain, with an agent or an agentic AI. In this instance, Sierra. Sierra is giving the generative AI agency to accomplish an objective. In this scenario, the objective is we want to schedule an auto tint install. All right. So, with that being said, number one, how are we going to put her into the game? Of course, we all know how tough it is to answer the phone 24/7, especially if you're a sole proprietor and you're wearing many hats as you run your shop. So Sierra is her own unique phone number that we integrate within your existing phone system, or we can create a new phone system. But then what we do is we tell your phone system's logic to ring out to Sierra if you're not able to take the call. So typically we'll do that with a 30-second timeout. You call the main line. If it's 4 or 5 rings and nobody answers, it would forward to Sierra. And then from there, Sierra can take the entire conversation, and then we're going to show you how it inputs. So let's go ahead and give Sierra a call for our fictitious tint shop here, Matrix Window Tint. Red pill, blue pill, guys. Let me know at the end of this. So we'll go ahead and call Sierra. We'll talk to her for a little bit, and then I'm going to show you how it prompts and integrates through the system.
There. Thanks for calling Matrix Window Tinting. This is Sierra. How can I help you?
Yeah, I saw an ad. You guys do window tinting for the cars over there?
Yes, we do offer window tinting for cars at Matrix Window Tint. Before we continue, can I grab your first and last name?
Yeah, my first name is Eric, and my last name is Pendleton.
Thank you, Eric Pendleton, for your car tinting. Do you care most about heat rejection, privacy, or both?
Well, I live in Sarasota, Florida, so it's certainly very hot. So definitely I want to be cooler, but I also want to look cool while I'm riding around in my new Tacoma.
For your Tacoma, I recommend ceramic tint. It's excellent for heat rejection and will keep you cooler while driving. Plus, it offers a sleek look for your vehicle. When would you like to bring your Tacoma in for tinting?
Well, the thing is that my Tacoma, it's brand new. It's a 25, and it's got the factory tints on the back. Do you remove that tint or do you match it? How does that process work? And then also, I was interested in what you might be able to do for the windshield and the sunroof.
For your new Tacoma with factory tints on the back, we can match the tint for a uniform look or enhance it with a higher performing film. For the windshield and sunroof, we offer ceramic tint, which reduces heat and glare while maintaining clarity. Would you like to schedule a time to bring it in?
Yeah, possibly. I'm making a couple of calls. Can you give me a ballpark figure? And if that makes sense, then perhaps I can schedule with you.
Pricing depends on the film type and project specifics. For your Tacoma, ceramic tint is popular for heat rejection. I can gather more details for a custom quote if you're interested. Would you like to proceed with that?
Yeah, sure thing. Let's do a custom quote.
Great. To get started on your custom quote, could you please confirm the year, make, model, and trim of your Tacoma?
Yeah, it's a 2025 TRD Sport.
Thanks for the details. Since it's a 2025 Tacoma TRD Sport, we'll ensure the tint matches your needs. When would you ideally like this done?
Yeah, I'm looking to get something scheduled for tomorrow, even October 23rd.
Before I proceed to check availability for October 23rd, could you please confirm your time zone, whether it's Eastern, Central, Mountain, or Pacific?
Yep, I'm Eastern.
Okay, great. Let me take a quick peek at the calendar for something. I found availability for October 23rd at 9 a.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Would either of these times work for you to bring in your Tacoma?
Yeah, 11 a.m. is perfect for my schedule. Actually, what was your first name again?
Great. I'll book your appointment for 11 a.m. My name is Sierra. If there are any issues, our team will reach out. Are there any other notes you'd like the team to know for the appointment?
Yeah, so what do I need to do to prep for bringing it in, Sierra? And then additionally, what other services do you offer? I was interested in, potentially protecting the bumpers on the truck, for instance.
To prep your Tacoma, ensure it's clean and free of personal items. For additional protection, consider paint protection film for your bumpers. We offer auto, residential, and commercial tints, plus security, decorative, and specialty films. Would you like to add bumper protection to your appointment?
Yeah, you didn't give me a price for the tint, though. Am I going to go over that with the specialist?
Yes, the specialist will go over the specific pricing details with you during your appointment. They'll provide a custom quote based on your preferences and vehicle specifics. If you have any other questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask.
All right, yeah, go ahead and book me for the 11 a.m. tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to bringing the truck through.
Great. I'll book your appointment for 11 a.m. tomorrow. If there are any issues, the team will reach out. We're looking forward to seeing your Tacoma. If you have any other questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask.
Thank you so much, Sierra. We'll see you then. All right, so to recap that, I called, I talked about the vehicle I've got, I've talked about my project. She did a good job of explaining the nuances behind some of the other services, PPF, for instance, to protect the bumpers or, the potential areas where there could be dings and scratches. Now, I asked her for pricing, but strategically, she didn't give it. That's something that's customizable based off of your specific needs. Again, she asked for time zone. That would be built into your iteration or your version. You would have your coverage area, your operating hours, and so on. Now, here's the really cool thing. We just wrapped that conversation with Sierra. Now, in a moment, Sierra is going to text me. And what Sierra is going to do is she's going to text me, and she's going to confirm the spelling of my first name, my last name. She's going to confirm my email, and she, of course, has my phone number because that's the number I just called in on. Once she texts me to confirm these details, then what's going to happen is she's going to create a contact within FilmFlow. And then in addition to that, she's going to create an opportunity for the AI pipeline or the Sierra pipeline. And then she's going to schedule that on the calendar, if you will, right here in FilmFlow. All right, so we hung up just a minute ago. As I was explaining that last little bit to you, Sierra went ahead and texted me. You can see the text right here. Right? She said, "Hey, it's Sierra. Thank you again for taking time to speak earlier about your tinting needs. I just wanted to text to confirm and gather some contact info. Is that okay?" Yes. Now she's going to confirm the spelling of my first, last, and she's going to get my email. This is a crucial step because with AI, they can misspell things or, things along those lines. This is kind of like our secondary firewall or fail-safe to ensure that Sierra stays dialed in for you. Can you please confirm your email address so we can send over the details? So I'll give her my personal, and don't write this one down. Actually, I'll give her my business one in case you guys want to email me about this. Eric at rewiredtech.io. All right. So I'm sending that over right now. Once she gets this information, it's all going to populate into the system, and then we'll be good to go. So I sent her my text. She's asking if there's anything else I need to know. I see that she spelled my name wrong, so I'm clarifying the spelling of my name for the input. All right, perfect. So you can see I simply responded with yes, my email, and my name. Now she's gone ahead and said, thank you, Eric Pendleton. Is there anything else you would like to know? Nope. See you tomorrow. Great. All right, awesome. So now in FilmFlow, you have a couple primary pillars, but of course, contacts and opportunities are your main two. Okay? So your contacts are your data, like Eric Pendleton, Eric at Rewired Tech, 941-313-8525. An opportunity is a project or an actual action associated with that contact. So first of all, we're going to go in here and we're going to go to Eric Pendleton. And then you can see she already input me there with the wrong first name. Now, if we give her time on that, because I've confirmed in the text message, that's going to update automatically for us. And then it will also bring in my email. So we'll wait on that for just 1 second. But let me go to opportunities here. This is where things get really cool. So I'm pulling up my opportunities. And then you can see Sierra Pipeline. So you have like a standard pipeline where you work your projects. Then you have a Sierra pipeline. This is where anytime Sierra takes a call, it integrates into this pipeline for you to make it tangible so you can work it. Now we can see there's an associated calendar right there with this opportunity, October 23rd at 11 a.m. That's what we just scheduled. So let's drill into this real quick though. I'll move my face out of the way. So that's me. My first name will be retroactively updated. Just give it time. That's the phone number. The email will populate in a second as the text SMS comes through. Now, here's really cool things. So first of all, we've got a call summary. The conversation involved customer Eric Pendleton inquiring about window tinting services for his 2025 Toyota Tacoma. Sierra, the representative from Matrix, provided detailed information about heat rejection and aesthetics, recommending ceramic tint as a suitable solution for Eric's needs. Eric asked specific questions around factory tints, pricing, and additional services like paint protection films. Yada, 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 yada. Okay? There's a full recap in there. Now, it's not a verbatim word-for-word recap, but it's a summary, if you will. Okay? Then there's this link right here. So we could put that link into a new tab, and voila, I can play the entire conversation right here, the 3-minute and 15-second conversation. Boom, you can listen to it to quality control Sierra. Then additionally, there's a lead score. So Sierra's built-in function is anything that she determines has a lead score of 6 or better, she will schedule. That'll be the objective. If it's 5 or worse, then she won't try to schedule. She'll just info gather. And keep in mind, for you flat glass dealers out there, you do not have to have a version of Sierra that actually schedules everything all the time. Understanding logistically for flat glass, you might be on one side of town one day or on the other side of town the next day. Maybe it's not best to have her schedule outright. So she can just info gather and dump all the info in here. So that way, when you get back to your desk at the end of the day, you can start to work your leads. So that's really cool. And then specifically, if we go into the calendars tab, you will see demo set by Sierra right there. Now, we can change the verbiage of this. We could say auto tint install scheduled or auto tint consultation scheduled. But we know right there that Sierra set up this meeting right here with Eric Pendleton, and she's coming through, right? Excellent. So what have we effectively accomplished here? Number one is that if you're busy, Sierra's going to take every single call that comes in. If it's an existing customer that has a concern, she's going to give you a summary. It's going to create an opportunity in your pipeline, and you'll be able to work it. If it's a net new customer that maybe you just don't have the time to take the call on, or it's after hours or on the weekends, well, now you have 24/7 coverage. She's not going to take a day off. She's going to answer. She's going to talk about your specific highlights, what brand of film you sling, Matrix window tinting is an agnostic brand here. If you're 3M, XPEL, Lumar, and so on, we can dial that in and talk specifically about those brands' products. But then in addition to that, you're going to have scheduled installs and consultations on your schedule at the shop without having to lift a finger. This is the future of where this entire situation is going from an inbound sales or inside sales standpoint. In maybe 12 to 18 months, not one single service-based business will have a human picking up the phone. It will all be agentic or AI agents that you're able to tailor for your needs and integrate it where you'd like to integrate it. And now the beautiful thing about Sierra here and working with the Rewired team, of course, we're known for our marketing, but what's marketing? Marketing is integrating your advertising with your website to get you leads. Well, the entire reason we have done this is because we saw that we were getting leads for dealers, but then we also saw that those dealers were having issues addressing those leads in a timely manner. So now, not only do you have AI to help you answer the phone, so no lead goes abandoned, but then in addition to that, AI and FilmFlow are going to automatically text and email your leads when they come in, and you'll have an entire flow or an entire opportunity lifespan to move them through, and my face is big here, but to move them through based off of what stage they're at within your business and within your sales process. The absolute best part, that's 3 best parts in a row. Don't hold me to it. But the absolute best part at the very end of the day here is FilmFlow can connect to your TintWiz and any other industry-specific systems that you're using or softwares. It can integrate with your accounting softwares and your QuickBooks. And when I talked about integrating your tech stack from an end-to-end standpoint at the beginning of this call, that was absolutely what we want to do. We want to have every software that you use connect, and then we want to put Sierra in the game so you never miss anything, and all of your softwares that are connected are communicating to make your life as easy as possible to set you up for maximum revenue and just there to do what you want to do, the trade of installing and shaking happy customers' hands. Eric with Rewired, this is just the beginning of AI, guys. We are on a mission at Rewired to tailor AI specifically for our needs in our industry, the window film industry. So thank you guys so much for watching this first iteration of AI that we've engineered to specifically help our industry, but it won't be the last. Take care.